and welcome to glennzb TV for Tuesday. The show that puts glennzb up your Periscope. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world and the world to New Zealand. This morning, if you have one of those stories where you just think they've gone a little bit overboard with the details. I'm talking about the boy who impaled himself on a real estate stake. Playing that very sensible game, throw the stake up in the air and see if you can miss it. He didn't miss it. It landed on his head, entered through the very top of his head. And this is where I thought the story got interesting. It went the depth of a Bic ballpoint pen. That's... what? So... yeah, no connection problems. I know, it's much better in the new building, isn't it? So, yeah, that... why didn't they just say 4 inches or 10 centimetres? And why did it have to be a Bic ballpoint pen? Couldn't they have just said a pen? Is this some kind of weird viral marketing campaign for Bic? I don't know what's going on. Later on in the story, they talk about a specialist cutting piece of equipment that they used to get the spike out of him. And it was like, apparently, a miniature grinder that made no vibrations. Too many details in the story. Boy did stupid thing, got a stake in the head. Don't do stupid things. Speaking of dumb things to do, dumb ways to die, we have a hoverboard death. And it's not that the hoverboard exploded into flames, as we know that some of them do. This idiot... was hit by a bus. So really, is it a bus death or is it a hoverboard death? I mean, I'm not making fun of people who do, but sometimes if you die in a ridiculous way, and also you have a ridiculous profile pic, mind you, look who's talking, you can imagine what I'm going to look like when I am killed by a hoverboard. Technology, as I search for a segue, technology is difficult, and the human-printer relations in this building have already reached a certain tension point. We had a paper jam and a brand new printer. Second day of using that this morning. And the paper jam. But don't worry, it turns out you can print yourself off a guide on how to clear the paper jam. Of course, it won't print because that's amazing technology. And another funny thing I thought I'd tell you about, a little bit behind the scenes of the Mike Hosking breakfast starring Jack Tane today. We had not one, but 2 interviews this morning who needed many repetitions of Jack's name before they understood what his name was. I mean, it is one of those weird ethnic sort of names, Jack, isn't it? You know, and you have to say rhymes with back, black, flack. You know, Jack is in Daniels, Jack is in Jack and Jill, Jack, Jackety, Jack! You must have heard the name Jack before! And then you're shouting at a person and then suddenly they go on here angry, you're angry, Jack doesn't know why everybody's angry. It's a complicated business doing radio, isn't it? Anyway, not TV though, not Periscope television, that was glennzb TV